I walked into the party and froze when I saw my wife kissing my own brother. Everyone stopped talking, and the room went silent. I didn't react immediately. Then I did something that turned the night into complete chaos and left her shocked beyond belief. Some moments are etched into your memory with the searing pain of a brand. The bass throbbed, lights pulsed, and the air was thick with laughter and the scent of cheap perfume. It was my best friend's annual Halloween party, a tradition I usually loved. I pushed through the throng, a goofy grin on my face, eager to find my wife, Sarah, and my brother David, who I'd arranged to meet there. But then, the music seemed to cut out, the lights dimmed, and the world narrowed to a single, horrifying tableau. The sight of betrayal can stop time itself. There, in the middle of the crowded living room, bathed in the lurid glow of a strobe light, were Sarah and David. Their bodies were pressed together, his hands tangled in her hair, her arms wrapped around his neck, and their lips were locked in a passionate, undeniable kiss. My breath hitched, my heart seized, and the entire room, once a vibrant symphony of revelry, went utterly silent. The silence of 100 eyes is heavier than any scream. Every head turned. Every conversation died. The music, which had been so loud moments before, was now a distant, muffled thrum in my ears. 100 pairs of eyes, wide with shock and morbid curiosity, were fixed on the three of us. Sarah and David, oblivious for a split second longer, finally broke apart, their eyes fluttering open, only to meet mine. The initial shock can be a deceptive cloak for a brewing storm. Sarah's face, flushed with illicit passion, drained of all color. David, usually so confident and jovial, looked like a deer caught in headlights. They froze, their bodies still too close, their guilt radiating outwards like a palpable heat. I didn't react immediately. My mind, a whirlwind of disbelief and agony, struggled to comprehend the scene before me. It was as if my brain refused to accept what my eyes were seeing. The calm before the chaos is often the most terrifying. A strange, unsettling calm settled over me. It wasn't peace, but the terrifying stillness before a hurricane. The betrayal, a double-edged sword wielded by the two people I trusted most, cut deeper than I could have ever imagined. The pain was so profound it transcended tears, leaving only a cold, hard resolve. I knew, in that instant, that I couldn't just walk away. Sometimes, the most unexpected actions create the biggest ripples. I took a deep breath, the air tasting like ash. Then, with a deliberate slowness that commanded the attention of every single person in the room, I reached into my pocket. My fingers closed around my phone, and I pulled it out, unlocking it with a practiced flick of my thumb. Sarah and David watched me, their faces a mixture of fear and confusion, unsure of my next move that a single, unexpected action can shatter a carefully constructed facade. I raised the phone, not to call someone, not to record, but to do something far more unexpected. I opened the music app, scrolled to a specific playlist, and with a theatrical flourish, I hit play. The speakers, which had been silent for what felt like an eternity, suddenly blared the opening chords of "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor. The absurdity of a situation can amplify its impact. The irony was brutal, the choice of songs so utterly out of place, so defiantly defiant, that it ripped through the suffocating silence like a sonic boom. A ripple of gasps, then a few nervous titters, spread through the crowd. Sarah's jaw dropped, her eyes wide with a shock that transcended mere guilt. David looked utterly bewildered, his face a mask of confusion. Chaos, once unleashed, takes on a life of its own. I didn't say a word. I just stood there, my gaze fixed on Sarah, a ghost of a smile playing on my lips as Gloria's powerful voice filled the room. The music was my statement, my declaration of independence, my refusal to be a victim. The party, which had been frozen in awkward silence, erupted into a cacophony of whispers, pointing, and outright laughter. The most profound shock often comes from the unexpected strength of the betrayed. I turned and walked towards the door, the disco anthem following me, a defiant soundtrack to my exit. The chaos I had unleashed was complete. Sarah, utterly exposed and humiliated by my unexpected reaction, stood frozen, her face a mask of disbelief and dawning horror. She had expected tears, anger a scene. She had not expected "I will survive." And that, more than anything, left her shocked beyond belief, as the night descended into complete chaos, a testament to the unexpected power of a broken heart.